I ultimately was discovered, but originally I had submitted my photos and I was turned down. And then I went to a cattle call with a girlfriend. I wasn't going for myself. She didn't want to go by herself. And Stephen Wada was doing the cattle call and he kept saying, you should. And I didn't want to overshadow her because it was like her dream, even though it was mine too, but she invited me. So I didn't, they wanted to take my pictures, but I didn't do anything then. And then I was on a modeling job for like a box covers for some random sexy girl video that was like, not porn of any kind, but just girls dancing around in bikinis and whatever. I wasn't even in the video actually. But they needed a girl for the box cover and they hired me for the job. And Alexis Vogel was the makeup artist. And the, she did I had never had my makeup done before. I always just kind of did lip gloss and mascara, and that was like the extent of it. And so she did the lashes, and I never wore lashes before. She did the lashes and the lip liner and the whole and I remember thinking, God, she's like, wonder what she's doing. And then when I looked in the mirror, I was like, holy shit, like,
Right.
wow, this is a transformation. And it just gave me a lot of confidence. And she was like, you should be in Playboy. And I was like, yeah, well. And so she took a bunch of Polaroids of me, actually nude Polaroids. She said that we need no clothes on. And I was like, okay, whatever. And so Marilyn Gabowski called me the next morning. It was that quick. And I was in the office within the next 48 hours. I was in the office and they had already given me a contract and I barely read it. I mean, I skimmed through it. I'm like, what could it possibly say? I'm all like 22 and a half or 23 or whatever. And I was just like, whatever it says, it's yes to me. If all these other girls did it, it was stupid. You should always read your contracts. But nonetheless, yeah, I filled out my whole Playmate thing and did all my stuff. And they got me right into my Playmate shoot. So it was pretty exciting, although I did wait a year and a half. So they did my Playmate shoot. And then they're like, well, we're going to put you on hold because we don't want you to be January 95. We want you to be January 96. And I was like, oh, I was so depressed. I was like, oh my God. Oh, it's just so low. But it ended up being, the further out you are, the more fresh you are. Right.
Yeah.
And that it happened to be a good time because 1996 was my first time being actually to the mansion. Like I was in the guest house, but I never met Hef.